guess
Yep.
let's get this officially started. To anyone who's starting to come in, welcome. I'm Nerui, and this is my very first stream. With me tonight are TheInvertedShadow.
Hello, you fine ladies and I can't even do my own goddamn intro right. Hello, you fine ladies and gents of Twitch land. I'm here now with a friend of mine and several other friends of ours.
Yep. We also have Richto.
Guten Tag.
And Cougarmint.
Yep. What's up? Hello, my name is Keggy.
Let me know if the volume's good, since again this is my first stream. And today we're going to be going into Fallout New Vegas,
Which I've been told is apparently the best of the Fallout games so far.
Same here. So, figured might as well give it a try.
Indeed.
Where's the link, hun?
Oops, daisies. I'll post in the... there.
Donka. Okay. I'm gonna need to be right back because I got a message saying that my work needs a copy of my driver's license for that. Or
No worries, we'll be here.
broadcaster hasn't indicated that this channel is intended for mature audiences. I'm gonna watch it anyway because I can. There's no sign. Yeah.
Fuck it! Quiet dogs.
Sniff. Mark board.
Oh my. Hey Turkish, how you doing?
It's kind of like the Space Needle right there.
So I'll have to adjust that a bit further once we get out of cutscene.
I'm seeing a lot of comments that, Nerui is quiet and the game volume is a bit loud.
War never changes.
War never changes.
When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults.
I suppose this is part of
When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build
It
new
happens.
societies, establishing villages, forming tribes.
Yeah.
As decades
Doing,
passed,
I
what
can
had
hear it
been
okay
the
now.
American Southwest
Anyway,
united
I'll be right back.
beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Dear God. That is how you start off a video game.
Yeah, I just turned away from that. I'm too sorry.
Alright,
Damn.
once I get a chance to...
Fallout New Vegas.
Alright, let's take care of the audio. Hopefully that'll help make it a little bit better for the stream. And take a quick trip to try and turn up my microphone a little. Okay, so how am I sounding now for the stream?
You're sounding just about right.
All right, then, because yeah, I've got it set up about as high as it can go. So, all I can really do otherwise is just
Maybe I should also turn my microphone down.
just either talk louder or talk closer to the microphone.
It may be just the fact that you're soft-spoken, so maybe you ought to turn your microphone up a little bit.
Is my microphone better? Discord reset my microphone volume, so I just turned it down. Hopefully I'm not too loud now.
Yeah, you're fine. For at least to me, anyway.
I'm just talking to everybody else watching the stream, so...
I'm gonna turn you up a little on my end.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay.
What shall your name be, lass?
And I figured I'd have a little extra fun here.
Oh?
Can you see the name that I've typed out?
I smell Jojo!
Oh, dear. Oh,
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for.
You're
If that's your
ugly.
Name, that's your name.
yo,
I'm Doc Mitchell.
ugly.
Welcome to Kitchen.
Cool.
Now, I hope you
Now it
don't
feels
mind
like the game
if I
audio is a
go
little too
rooting
quiet.
around there in your noggin to pull
I
off
think you could probably still turn it up, right?
bits of lead out.
There, that'll help.
I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything
I've
out of place.
played a little bit here and there, eBay user green, but
How'd that
this is
do?
my first time actually going for a serious playthrough.
Define serious.
Playing it past the first hour.
Ah.
When I first started, I kind of felt like it didn't reel me in quite as much as 3 did, mostly because the whole literally being born into the game.
Hmm.
That's probably a good starting point.
Yes.
I think
Choices.
that'll do.
it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Considering I'm trying to play as JoJo, I'm probably gonna be going for a melee build.
Over by
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
unarmed,
yeah.
to be more specific.
It ain't a race.
I'm doing better. Night as you're just kind of hanging around with Nerui here.
Hey.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Now, the ever important part of building up the specials.
Always a necessity in these games.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, if this person uses it, if I know it's my supervisor asking for it, but she uses my ID for fraudulent purposes, I'm gonna have her head.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't trust this lady, but she
Oh,
claims my
another way-
driver's license is expired, and she sent me this notification twice. I know it's her because, you know, she has the legit address and everything, but
In other words, don't
so
piss off
how's
Ruby.
this look for a
Yeah,
nice
pretty much.
JoJo build?
9 strength, 4 perception, 8 endurance, 5 charisma, 5 intelligence, 5 agility, and 3 luck.
Yeah, Joseph Joestar never was all that lucky.
Yeah.
And now for my next glimpse into the future. You will now say, "So what, you little punk?"
So what, you little punk?
alright.
And
That-
yeah, I
that
do
is
have all
my-
the DLC.
that is my
user
that is
credit.
my half-assed Joseph Joestar impression. So
Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping.
I am.
Sorry
What
about that.
do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple
You're
of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
You're always fine.
You're finer than me.
Now.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the
eBay
first thing
asking
that comes
you
to
if you
mind.
have all the DLC for
Dog.
this game.
Yep.
Nope. I meant
House. Night. Enemy. Light. Mother. Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I'm gonna say a hell no to that one.
I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixing to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Peach Main says hi, Mickey. Big hearts.
Oh,
Oh, hi, Jeannie.
friend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah, she's the one. If you look at the character that I've currently got as my icon on Twitch, she's the one who drew it for me.
Aw.
What do you
Oh.
know?
Almost
The
done here.
world.
What do you say you have a look at this?
Oh, honey,
Tell
did
me
you
what
check
you
it's
see.
the I put in the stream?
Okay. How about this one? Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
I think it is a bathtub.
Yeah, definitely don't need energy weapons.
Oh no, it is a chair. It just looks like a bathtub. Maybe it's a half bath.
So what skills would be suited for someone such as Joseph?
Unarmed and speech
Guns.
seem obvious ones.
Mm-hmm.
But not sure what to put for the third.
eBay used to be green, suggested repair.
Yeah, that's probably a useful one to have.
Yeah.
Purple. I get it.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Fiji Man's saying, keep in mind that if you get lost or need help, you have at least 6 people here that know this game in and out.
Well, I'm taking Wild Wasteland for sure. And Heavy-Handed also sounds like a good one.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in.
I'm still ashamed to admit that all the Fallout games I've played, I've still never touched New Vegas, and that's probably like a cardinal sin for somebody like me.
Back out there, you ought to have this.
I have Fallout and Fallout New Vegas. I just really couldn't get into the series actually.
Ain't much used to be now, but you might want
I never
such
played
a
a single
thing
one.
after what you've been through.
I played the original
know what it's
Fallout
like
up to a certain point. I just couldn't.
And put this on too, so the locals don't
I
pick
just
on you
never
for
really got
lacking
that far
modesty.
into it. It just didn't
Never
hold my
was much
interest
my
enough.
style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for.
Ever feel like you
You
want
should talk to
give
Sunny
the
Smiles
game's name
before
a
you
shot?
leave
Yeah, I'd
town.
be happy to
She
join
can
you
help
for a
you
stream.
learn to fend for
I'd
yourself.
love to have
Shadow
you join
Hunter.
me for a stream either
She'll
way.
likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks
Shadow
at the
Hunter
saloon
says,
might
"Can
be
Richto
able to
sing
help you
Big
out,
Be-
too.
sing
And the
Big
metal fellow,
Iron?"
Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Big.
Anyway, you ever get hurt
Iron.
out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get
Well, you have
killed
me at a
anymore.
loss for once.
People just want you to make metal is what they want. Oh no! Come on, you two.
Careful what you wish for in a place like this. You just might get it.
Hey, no, it has to be the chat has to ask for it this time. Shads and Nerui and yeah.
And then all the DLC immediately slaps you in the face.
I have to admit, it is kind of interesting in having a character that doesn't start coming out from a vault.
Indeed.
Rachel Hackrench, yo, how are you? Plus afternoon, Richto.
Oh, hey, that's Vatashi. Hello, Vatashi.
Oh, hi, Vatashi.
Hello. So nice to see you all.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Definitely interesting, different than some of the Protectrons I'm used to.
Yeah.
I was out for a stroll that night.
For a moment, I thought that was Claptrap's cousin.
Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low.
Hello,
Once they
traveler.
had run
If there's
off,
one of those
I
that actually
dug you
sounds
up
like
to see if you were still kicking.
Claptrap in here,
Turns out you were.
I'm just gonna
So I
crack
hauled
up.
you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the
Claptrap's
rascals.
good work.
Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town.
Lightfire
10,
119.
15
Hello there,
years ago.
Shads, Richto. How are you
Before
both
that,
doing?
I'm getting there.
I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right.
Claptrap is more useful than Victor. I don't know about that.
Well,
What's that meant? Plus
Security
and plays
Claptrap in the pre-sequel.
Robco Security Model 26 to be. If you ever see any of my brothers,
What up,
you know
Minty?
the big
Plus, I'm
shit's
doing
happening.
fine. Just waking up from an all-nighter and an adventure to Venice
Happy
Mission
trails.
Next round 2. Mine is still at the beginning, though. My replay is still up. I'm doing okay. Hanging in there. It's been kind of hard since I'm still at the ground zero with the pandemic and everything, but I'm hanging in there. Trying to keep everybody's spirits up the best I can.
You're here.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Trying to keep Richto from going crazy more than anything else.
I guess there's a thing or two I could show you.
Yeah, I thought it was the
Sounds
other
like
way
you need all
around.
the help you can
I
get
keep
after
you
what
from
they done
going
to you.
crazy. You're worried about me more than
Behind the
anything.
saloon.
Yes, I am worried about you. Because
It
I'm
should
afraid
be
you're
the
gonna
other way
go
around.
crazy. Honey, the thing is that you're the one who's about to go like, you're the one who's about to go crazy over the fact that, you know.
I did
I mean,
no
no,
such
yeah,
thing.
Bottles on the fence there?
Yeah, yesterday,
Take
hun.
this and try to hit a couple.
Seriously, you were just like crying and getting angry, and I was like, "Calm down, my little lion. Calm down."
Look
It
at
took
us
me forever.
arguing like an old married couple.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Let's try not to take too far away from Nairobi's thing here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla.
Target
bottles.
practice
Tell you
paying
what,
off.
I gotta go chase
Yeah,
geckos away
but
from my
I'm
water supply
gonna
anyway.
be-
Darn
especially once
critters
I
are
can find a
attracted
good
to it.
fist weapon,
Why don't you
gonna
come
be sticking
along?
That because I am not good
Follow
with
me.
guns in this
It's
game
just down to the
without
southeast a
that.
short ways.
Yeah, I can understand that. This is kind of why I tend to stick away from most quote-unquote traditional first-person shooters, because my aim tends to be absolute gobshite.
Same. I mean, like in Skyrim, I always hit people either in. It's always funny because I always hit them in like the shoulder, or 99% of the time I'll hit them in the crotch. Almost always a crotch shot.
Hey, that's still a headshot. It's just downtown.
Hello below the belt.
And I remember one time I was hunting a deer because I like to go hunting in Skyrim. I don't do hunting in real life because I can't kill an animal in real life, but in Skyrim I will. And the very first time I shot a deer and one-shot it, I actually had the screenshot. It literally went right between his butt cheeks. The arrow went right between his butt cheeks. I am not kidding.
Wow.
I actually have the screenshot.
Geckos that clear out. Bunch of little monsters.
Hang on, let me. You know what? Screenshot time with Kitty. Hang on.
Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Go in quietly, she says.
As she goes in, guns blazing.
At least she says before she, you know. LOL, Vitashi. LOL, damn it, Richto. Regardless, I'm trying to I'm trying to jumpstart my Twitch career yet. My underground mentality of. Underground mentality of no mistakes sabotage my commentary quality because of my thought process. Plus, well, what?
Right then.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along.
What were you worrying
Worth
about?
A few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes,
And,
especially with 2 of us.
Oh, just something that
Come with
happened
me.
in game.
Ah, okay. Like, okay, I will send the screenshot. It's hilarious. Not even gonna lie.
And Kaboola!
And comes the usual bit of fall games where I turn into a kleptomaniac.
There's a purple-haired unicorn that probably wants your number then.
Okay, guys. Here's the screenshot I was talking about.
I am afraid to look. Well, sort of.
I told you.
Going with some real wood?
Alright. The very first deer kill I ever made in Skyrim, guys. And I'm a terrible shot, obviously. I swear to God, I have been cursed by Sheogorath. And here's another shot that I made that, again, proved my point.
Gracious me.
Yeah. I would aim for the head, but that's where the arrow landed. Because I keep forgetting that, there's drop-off. And
all this talking, they really here is getting gang-banged by scalies.
There's not a day passes by I don't tell people
dear.
not to come here by themselves. Some people, your work
Inappropriate.
just isn't
Sorry
good enough
about
for
that.
them. Then this happens.
Nah.
Okay,
Well,
maybe
it's part of
blessed. I
life
don't
out
know.
here.
Depends on
Let's
your
accept it.
it depends on your
But you did what
definition
you
of cursed or
promised.
blessed.
Staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I
Minty,
wanted to
you
show
didn't
you.
just hit the money
Said I
shot. You
might
hit
teach you about
paid or
living off the
Sheogorath
land
would be
and
proud.
making
Okay.
useful things for yourself. Interested? All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started.
And there you go, guys. To
want
answer
some
your question,
xanderwood
Lightfire,
and
just
rock
look at that
flour.
second screenshot.
Let me think now.
Seriously.
I know I've seen rock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xanderwood over by the
One of these
schoolhouse.
days, if I can ever stream, I
those on
probably
back
will
to me,
stream
and we'll get
Skyrim. You
cooking.
guys will see all the crotch shots I make.
That definitely sounds like a fun time.
Xanderroot? What kind of name is that?
Very
Probably not the
peculiar.
worst, because while playing Fallout 4 and finally experiencing Far Harbor, I found out they've got a dipping soda there called Vim.
Tashi, that's more than Patriot. That's a jackpot, son of a. And then Lightfire. Oh my God, how painful! I told you those screenshots were not for the faint of heart.
Oh, we
So whenever you guys need a laugh, just look at those, and you'll know that Coogie cannot aim. Like I said, each of those were headshots, but like I said, I forgot about arrow drop off, and
Right in between the twig and berries.
No. You still got a headshot. It's just that you got a downtown headshot, not an uptown headshot.
There, that's another way of doing it.
And of course, Company Master there. I used to do an adventure. Then I took an arrow to the groin.
Nah.
Stop right there, criminal scum! You just shot my nuts.
You
Well,
violated
if you're gonna do it right. Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated my nuts!
Pay my surgeon bills or serve your sentence.
I am not sorry for that one.
Oh my gosh. Breathe, honey, breathe!
I think I just killed the entire call. Really?
Wow.
Well, at least there are magic spells that can unviolate your nuts, I guess.
Yeah, and I just witnessed Coogie, excuse me, not Coogie, Nerui just Falcon punch a mantis. That takes talent.
Falcon punch. I used to be an adventurer right now, like you, but then I took a falcon punch to the. No.
You violated my nuts.
And now I'm missing one.
Poor eBay user. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't mess with the cookie. You'll lose your nuts.
If not, at least one of them.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Excuse you.
Oh, sorry. It's sinuses. I don't have coronavirus. I just thought I'd throw it out there. The cedar trees are in bloom.
It's that time of year.
So when will you be finding Deathclaw 101? Deathclaw.
Is that a dare for Nerui? Because Deathclaws are tough sons of bitches.
Yeah, might be a little while before I get myself up to a point where I'm willing to go fist to fist with a Deathclaw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's a thing, yeah.
Okay, I think Rachel Hackridge has got one for me there, so excuse me for this. Give me a moment. Stop it! No. Give me a moment. Stop right there, I can't. I'm trying to keep it right, and I can't even get it started right. All right, I got it. Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated the law in committing unceremonious castration by an arrow between the legs. Pay now with a formal apology after a surgical transfer, or be beheaded the traditional way. I await your answer.
I'm sorry, hun. Here's your healing spell.
Pay with your money.
Well, I just cast heal. You know, I just cast healing hands, so you know.
That works too.
Yes.
Well, a healing hand, not touching, but you know, I mean, you get what I mean.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sure healing touch to that particular area would be a bit awkward.
Yeah. Unless it was Richto.
Hey.
I'm allowed to make fun.
And that's pretty much what this whole stream is about, just having fun.
Yeah.
True. Having a wonderful time.
Speaking of trees, when we have three peach trees in front of our garden that are starting to flower. I imagine the soldier was a guy having an arrow to the nuts. He would say, "Oh, my nuts!"
Oh, my nuts!
Oh, that's a scorpion.
Oh.
Do not want.
Yeah, nope.
There's
No.
one that gives you the heebie-jeebies more than spiders and scorpions.
Yeah. Okay, I do this right.
Oh God! Immediately followed by a blowfly.
Did I just punch that bloatfly in the equivalent of flying nuts?
Yeah, pretty much. It's nutshot day, apparently.
And there it goes again!
Oh man.
Oh, the crotch!
Forget about pulsating
the
buttocks. Forget about pulsating buttocks. Now we've got levitating nut sacks.
Nut.
Levitating nut punch.
I had to do that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, well, I started it with the whole. I think this whole thing has been cursed by sheer Gorath.
Goodness gracious.
Actually, here is a very funny screenshot.
Saying if to Nerui, if you want to get a good starting mid-game weapon, I know a way to get one.
Ah. YouTube doesn't deserve this wholesome encounter.
I'll see if I think there's a way to save streams afterwards, so I'll see what I can do.
And I think Twitch also lets you post streams directly to YouTube, so...
So yeah, that's an option.
Yep. So this happened when my horse somehow managed to get on the dragon and it glitched out. So if you guys ever want to see a horse riding a dragon, now's your chance.
Excuse me?
You what, mate?
You what?
You what?
You're gone, huh?
And yes, that is a custom horse that I created myself, actually. And you can actually find the add-on on the Steam Workshop.
Very nice.
Yep. So if you want very fast ethereal horses, actually,
I've been getting somewhat better, Company Master. Thank you for asking.
Yep. Dear cedar trees, can you please stop blooming?
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now.
And
give it a try.
Richto, you what? Loses ability to breathe because of laughing too hard.
You what?
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
The classic you what gets me every time. Ah.
Ooh la la.
Oh my.
Huh, what?
An item called this sexy sleepwear.
Yeah.
Okay, curiosity.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Oh, I gotta do this.
Mind the noise in my background. That's just my niece having a tantrum.
Oh.
Yeah, you're fine.
Even I can't say it with a straight face now, Crabbit.
Say what?
You what?
Hello? Can you help me?
Oh
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
But, you know, since sexy underwear was mentioned earlier,
Go
I
up
gotta
the
do
path,
this.
past the broken radio tower and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
Oh, dear.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine for now. But
I think I need a drink.
Need a drink. More than my whistle needs wetting.
You will? Thank you for
Oh,
helping.
I need a
Please
drink.
As I was damn.
Excuse you there.
Yeah, I just took my Claritin, so hopefully... Man, when that Claritin wears off, it's just like... Oh god, there was this one time where every time my dad loaded into this one point and they had said you would see this horse go that just goes flying in the distance. So freaking hilarious. Was that Skyrim or Fallout? Skyrim, yeah, figures. Skyrim had more bugs than a bait store.
It just works.
Oh, hi, Miss Stormwood.
It just works.
And bitch slap. Yeah, you just bitch slap that guy for he didn't save you enough money for paying for car insurance. Yeah, you gotta beat up that gecko.
Geico.
15 minutes, saving 50% or more on car insurance.
You can't skip this Geico ad because it's already over.
Well, but we can punch the shit out of it.
Yeah. So is that.
Lightfire. Hey Shadow, I know you didn't feel good when your birthday started, so I hope you really like the birthday video I made for you. Because I still support your videos and your hard work. Be safe, buddy.
Appreciate it, dude. Hope you all are enjoying the Rui's stream, by the way.
Geckos are definitely a nice change compared
Oh,
to
right in the
rats.
right in the butt. right in the butt.
Right in the pulsating buttocks.
Wow, right in the kitchen.
How right in the pulsating buttocks.
I pop you right in the pussy.
I beat you with rock.
What?
What?
Ah, much better.
Now give me money.
No.
Please.
I'm not just going to give you...
Please.
Now, my dears, let's not argue. There'll be plenty of time for that later.
Nothing.
Scratch. To the butt, LOL, SMG4 would be proud.
To the butt.
Okay. Anyway, just hopping into wish y'all luck, Neruri. I gotta get back to stream I was in. Take care, Storm Warden.
Take your time, Storm Warden. Thanks for coming by.
Okay, that's a bit more than I can handle all at once just by punching.
Yeah, you are a Joestar, but even you have your limits.
However, there's always a secret technique. TheInvertedShadow.
Come on.
Damn me, look like it, but this pit was mine. Oh, right in the head. Oh.
Cranky.
Use a boxing glove if you intend to keep punching things. The gecko faces, they're like, ah! They're like, you need to save money with gecko.
Haven't you heard? Call insurance.
Ow.
Hello.
I'm just trying to save you money.
They don't call insurance. We're not sellouts. We don't want it.
Yep.
Bash it.
State Farm for the win.
Khakis.
What?
The Jake from State Farm one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jake from State Farm 2 in the morning. Who is this? It's Jake. State Farm. What are you wearing?
Yeah.
Jake from State Farm. Khakis. She sounds hideous. Well, she's a guy, so.
Choices.
And he got just smacked up. Okay.
It was
Yeah, we don't want your overpriced car insurance, Geico. Sorry.
Let's go with some intense training.
the big souk.
decided to go with repair, because I probably wouldn't have been able to deactivate those bear traps otherwise.
Indeed.
A wise decision.
What are those?
Let me see.
I take it that was Wild Wasteland activating. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Indeed.
Yep.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
I don't think so. Before he could pull his gun, too.
Clever girl.
Yeah, I might just stick with this machete until I can find, like, some knuckles or something.
We all have sniffles.
Yeah. I think it's a classic case of cabin fever.
Yeah.
Sinuses, yeah. And with, like I said, cedar trees and blooms is just gonna be
Oh.
Well, dear. Yeah. No. Thankfully in Florida there will be no cedar trees.
And the worst thing they have here is palm trees, but yeah.
Yeah. And so coconut will fall on my head instead.
We'll keep that in mind. Now.
Coconut.
What do you coconut?
Unless you have like cedar mothballs or something, you know.
I don't know what those look like. I hopefully we don't sell those
finally got to
probably.
meet you. Welcome to the
well, mothballs are
I know what the mothballs are, but the type that you're
Looks
allergic
like our little
to.
town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything
It's just
to do
basically a
with.
cedar ball.
About a week
that
ago, the
dries off
trader
moths.
Ringo comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Well, it depends on what the mothball's made out of. Because I know cedar is
some of the others, like Sunny, will probably stand
but now
up
they
for Ringo
use
if he asks for help,
camphor
which he
and
hasn't.
and
Personally, I hope he
other
sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with
you know
him.
they use chemicals instead now, but I know that
Chain
some
gangs,
traditional ones
really.
use cedar.
The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Be careful out there.
Alrighty.
All right.
We're moving right along.
First things first.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do.
Shovel.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Good night, Lightfire.
Good night, Lud.
Good night, Light. My main man.
Cedar trees. You mean the trees that smell funky in every start of spring? Not sure, but okay. The one that I'm specifically allergic to is western red cedar, which grows very prominently up here in Washington. Matter of fact, Bainbridge is full of the damn trees. I hate Bainbridge Island in the spring because of it. True story, I was actually at a house that, on the outside, I was fine. I could actually breathe okay and everything, but the moment I entered that house, I started feeling sick. It was, and, this was a client that I was going to, and
what do you want with me?
At first I thought it was just sinuses, but as I went to the house more and more, it got to a point where I literally, it was to the point that I was coughing and gagging, and my lungs felt like they were on fire. And my skin started to dry out, and turn red, because the cedar oil gets everywhere. It even gets into the plumbing and stuff like that.
And he's right.
And I didn't know what was going on. I was constantly coughing and hacking.
There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight.
And my throat was starting to lock
I'm gonna
up.
lay low for as long as I
And
can,
my supervisor told me that the client's family was starting to complain that I was coughing a lot, and they were asking if I was sick. I told them, what was going on, and that I was, but as long as I stayed out, as long as I was outside of the house, I was good. And then,
she's been friendlier than most around here.
And the moment I entered that house, the symptoms started. And when I showed them my hands and everything, they were like, I said, is there anything in there that could be an allergen? They said, well, the house, as far as I know, is made out of cedar. And that immediately triggered a flashback to when I owned a hamster, and this is how I found out I was allergic to cedar then. I had cedar bedding for my hamster at one point, but I turned out to be allergic to that, so we switched to pine. And then later on to, like, paper bedding and stuff like that. But, and my mom also told me that when I was a kid, they had cedar-lined wooden closet, and I got sick going into that closet every time I went. So it is well established I am highly allergic to cedar. As a matter of fact, if I remained there any longer, I could have gone into an anaphylactic attack. So I was pulled from that client, not because of the problem I was having with the client or anything. It was because I was allergic to literally the building materials of that house. So that's how I found out. That's how I was reminded, actually, that I'm highly allergic to cedar.
Sorry to interrupt you, Cookie. This game looks beautiful at night, I gotta say.
It does, and especially
does.
for the especially for like 2011 graphics, which are pretty decent to begin with. Because didn't Fallout come out in 2011?
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
You New Vegas?
Yeah. Because I know it came
Say
out
no
about
more.
the same
I'm
time
in.
Skyrim did.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo.
I'd
but I
say
know he's
that's
tight.
about right.
He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However,
Oh, no,
between you,
just
me,
a second,
and Ringo,
hang on.
we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well.
2010, actually.
Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us.
October
So if
19,
Doc Mitchell
2010
could
in
cough up
America.
some
So
extra
yeah,
impacts,
2010
that'd be
is, for 2010 graphics. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's
Not bad at all.
A silver tongue would help.
Is
Convincing Trudy that we had a good
Skyrim
plan to win the
released
fight
the
would
year
also
after.
help.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't think give is in Chet's
But I gotta admit
vocabulary.
that it does look
Even with
pretty,
the town at
pretty good
stake,
considering
he'd still make you barter with him.
It's definitely aged somewhat well.
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite.
I'll be right back.
You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about
Alrighty.
explosives before you handed it over. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Pardon me.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, she says keep my gun handy, but right now, I've got a shovel.
Give me that show. Them gators ain't gonna come in this house, that's for damn sure.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you.
That's the famous
Let me have
Joe
a word with a
Star's
few other
charm.
folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. Be careful out there.
Now come back. Molly.
Rudy.
Oh, that's probably Doppler
Hey.
rubbing up against the
Howdy.
mic.
What can
Probably
Easy
stepped away or
Pete do
something.
for you?
Mm-hmm.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
No,
Too dangerous.
that's probably Doppler
Sorry.
again.
Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor
Morph,
up.
morph.
Blow the whole town up. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
That's a no-go. Let's try and see if we can talk some sense into this guy.
Surely.
Wake up! I want to buy stuff.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000-cap investment you're talking about. Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way... Can do.
Just for that, I'm only selling stuff and not buying anything.
Another satisfied
Who are
customer.
you, sir?
Take it easy now.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
That is my...
I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon.
That's my kitty.
What can I do for you?
Doppler.
Hey, Doppels.
Seems like wherever I go, it's
He
always
decided
the
to join
same.
us on stream for a
Folks
little bit.
just never leave each
He's
other.
laying on my desk
I'm
and...
not much good in a fight with my
Give me
my-
attention.
and,
Love
and my
Give me belly
supplies
rubs,
are
is what he's
scarce,
saying.
but I'll give you
Well, not
what
belly
I
rubs,
can
but
spare.
he's saying pet me.
You take care now.
Man. There's nothing like a purring kitten to really make...
Soothe the savage beast.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah, you're being talkative. Everybody could use your meowing Doppler. No. Here's Kat before recalling last year and aside. She lived a good life. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Vitashi.
So what's going on?
She lost her
Sonny agreed to
kitty
help
before her
us?
26th birthday.
Oh.
Well, I guess that means we're ready
I'm
to
so
go.
sorry. Well, to
Unless
give
you
you an
think
idea,
there's
this
something
kitty
else.
is actually, well, I thoroughly believe is a
All right, I'm
reincarnation of a cat I had.
I hope.
Back in 2016. Well, let me see.
Time to look alive. The powder
Yeah, I
gangers
know,
are here
wait.
to play.
Hi, Doppler.
At least 6. Joe Cobb included.
Yeah.
They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Round. I know it was sometime in January 2016. I had a cat. His name was also Doppler, and he was 18 years old. And he was a very old cat, and he helped me through a lot. And he had been with me through the thick and thin of some really, really bad times. And you know the what times I'm talking about.
Most definitely.
Well, he had cancer, and he had a seizure in my arms. I rushed him to the vet, and it turned out that he had he had fluid in his abdomen, and his liver was swollen with obvious cancer signs.
I know they'll understand.
And it was time to put him down. And I made the decision to have, because he was suffering really bad.
If you ever visit
I made the decision to put him down.
I'm sorry.
And I felt damn guilty about it. And I just couldn't live with myself because, like I said, he was there for me at my worst, and I had, PTSD and everything. And oof, oh yeah, you know the story, Kitty. I know you're.
Is he nipping at you?
No, he just literally shoved his forehead into my face. Said, Anyway, so yeah, he's literally shoving his forehead into my face now.
Cats.
So,
am I right?
in November 2016, like literally 11 months to the day after he had gone, my mom comes home from the vet. I just made it home. My mom comes home from the Humane Society and tells me about this little orange kitty that was up there. Who he said that his face looked just like the old Doppler, and his mannerisms acted just like the old Doppler. And of course, the Humane Society was closed, so I couldn't go up there and see him for myself. So I looked up online, and he was on Pet Finder. And the description they gave him, I'm like, damn, that's very close to what my old Doppler was. And something was just, telling me to fill out the application and everything. And yeah, you know the story, honey. And and I couldn't get, and of course I couldn't get the time off work to say, hey, I'm gonna go get a cat or anything. So I had to wait till Saturday, but I kept watching that thing by like a hawk. Long story short, there I was the fourth one to the counter the moment they opened, and I asked him if he was still available, and they said yes.
Until next time.
Did the meet and greet, and when I went to go do the meet and greet, it was almost like he wanted me to pick him up, and of course, I was like, oh yeah, he's coming home. So I adopt him and I bring him home, and as I'm taking him home, now you see my old cat had this characteristic yow, yow sound that he made whenever he was in a car, in the carrier. And he made that exact yow. And I was like, and of course I was trying not to imprint my old cat on him. I said, but I just couldn't help it. I was like, shut up, Doppler. And of course, he would shut up for a little while, and he wouldn't, and then he'd start up again and all that. Well, I get him home. Now, keep in mind that my mom's cat Celine had known the old Doppler, and when he had passed, she went into a very deep depression, and we had forgotten to put her up in her. One of us had forgotten to put her in Mom's room before we went to bed, because she was like, because. We wanted to introduce him slowly, and that's what you're supposed to do. Well, we forgot to do that. So she comes trotting down the stairs the moment I come home, and she stops at the cage, or at the travel carrier, and she says, and then she walks right up to it, and then takes a step back and hisses. But it's not it was not like one of those really bad, battle hisses. Oh, hang on a second, guys. There's a knock at the door. I'll be right back.
Did I ever tell you,
I'm glad
Shad,
that
about the
business is
person who
over.
voices
I like it when kids-
the gunner in Borderlands 3?
Yeah, I heard it turn right. You're welcome. So,
She might sound a little familiar if you've ever binge watched all of the Pyromancer's Adventures. Because Mose is actually voiced by Marissa Lenti, who was the voice of Moasashi, Mello's weapon.
Alright, sorry about that, I'm back.
It's alright.
Alright. It was just my neighbor. She wanted to tell my mom something, but I told her my mom was asleep right now. Okay, so... Celine walks up to the cage, and she's like... She hisses, but it's not one of those, like, violent, angry hisses. It's more like, where the heck have you been? And she went up, and then she went up to the cage and started sniffing, and then he started sniffing. And against all other odds, all the teachings that they teach you, like Jackson Galaxy and everything, separate your cats and everything. I opened up the carrier door, and you would have thought I just brought him home from the vet. Like from a routine trip to the vet. They started nuzzling and licking each other, and you could actually see the tears in Celine's eyes. And the other thing that was kind of hinting at the fact that he may have been a reincarnation is the fact that there was a special little closet a space in my closet that my cat would hide in when he was scared. And it's since been rearranged and no longer exists, but at the time, I had hid all of his old toys down in there because I just couldn't bear to look at them, but I couldn't bear to get rid of them either. So I put them in that one of those spots. Well, the moment I opened the door, he dashed upstairs, and it was as if he knew where they were. He found his old toys and started playing with them. And then the food that how sometimes cats will take forever to, being notoriously picky, they'll take forever to get used to a new cat food. Mm-hmm. He took to the old cat food that he used to eat right away. The final thing is when I looked him down the eye, I said his old name, and he looked at me as if he recognized it. The coincidences were just too much. From then on, he was known as Doppler 2, or Neo Doppler, as I like to call him. I know that some of you may not believe in reincarnation, but I believe it's either he reincarnated or he used one of his 9 lives to come back. That's the story behind the second Doppler. But he is my little miracle kitty nonetheless. And I probably bored everybody to death.
Rim is off limits.
Nah.
Be careful.
Hey, look, the California
you may
flag.
Want to talk to Lieutenant Hayes.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's like I said. To this day, he reminds me of Doppler in a lot of ways. Like, he has this certain chirp that you guys heard it just now. His chirping. That's another sign. Another sign is that when he first came home, it was like he knew the place already. Like it didn't take him long to adjust home at all. He only hid for a couple of days, but then he came out and it was like he knew the place. And the first night he came home and my mom got home from work, he actually jumped up on her desk and like pushed her keyboard out of the way and laid in her arms, just like the old Doppler did. Like I said, there's just so many coincidences that remind me of the old Doppler that I'm thinking, yeah, and for it to be literally 11 months to the day after he had passed. Like I said, even if you don't believe in reincarnation, how do you heal a crippled limb? Oh. But even if you don't believe in reincarnation, he may have used one of his 9 lives to come back. The only thing he doesn't do that the old Opera did is sleep in my bed with me. But then again, he's so young still. Old Doppler didn't do that until he was around 4 or 5 years old, so maybe even 6. I don't know.
Who knows?
Just bitch slap. Bitch slap with bat.
Better up. Medic.
Pretty much.
Need a medic
just
bag.
5-finger discount everything, including his clothes. And he's just smiling the whole time you're beating him. I heard in Fallout 76 they tried to include the VAT system, but it did not work. It did not work very well.
A lot of things didn't go really well for that game, let's be honest.
Yeah, I finally managed to play myself up to a level 50 character and close to the end of the quote-unquote story. And yeah, the execution of VATS isn't exactly all that good.
A lot of things wasn't all that good in Fallout 76, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And we won't even get into the controversy behind the Power Armor Edition or that supposed rum that they sold that ended up in a plastic bottle.
That's the one thing that didn't just work.
What do you mean?
As in saying, because the whole like joke of can't remember his name for the life of me at the moment. Todd Howard, with his phrase saying it just works. Yeah, well, this is the one time where it didn't happen. It didn't go according to plan.
Yeah, no kidding. Because, yeah, I still can't believe they said, you know, you were supposed to get a canvas bag, and then we switched it to vinyl because, look, a canvas is actually cheaper than vinyl. Or even if it wasn't cheaper than vinyl, it's still the fact that, you know, you promised a canvas bag, so you should deliver. Yeah, the generic glass bottle with the cheap plastic case, and people said that it would probably have been more cost effective to actually make a glass bottle, but...
Oh, yeah. Just watching internet historians' video on that game is just... my god.
That man.
And the Wastelanders is supposed to be coming out soon, so...
Perhaps maybe they'll redeem themselves, but knowing Bethesda, it's probably not going to happen.
I'll give Wastelanders its fair shot, but if it's not improved with Danny, then yeah, I'm pretty much gonna call Fallout 76
dead.
Yeah, stick a fork in it.
Stick a bone in it. You're done.
Stick a bone in it. You're done.
I'll use your skull for my satchel.
I'm known for my grave sign manner.
No.
Don't think ill of me, no. I love Witch Doctor.
Yes, he's the best.
The doctor is in. Which doctor you expecting?
Peekaboo.
Ooh.
Incinerator, huh?
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Well, I'm Deputy Beagle, and I'm being held hostage. Can you imagine? I'd be most grateful if you would set me free. I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest the lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here. Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way.
Well, this is marvelous. It's fantastic.
I may be going for a melee build, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy burning things a little bit every now and again.
You think well, lass. You think smart, lass.
Come on.
Looks like Useless got himself killed.
Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy.
Yep.
This is most unusual. The Powder Gangers have visitors today. I guess there's a first for everything. Now those tough-looking fellows must be great cons. I recognize those funny helmets and leather vests from stories I've heard. So what are they doing with that dapper gentleman who wears a checked suit? I wouldn't mind a suit like that. They're talking about heading south toward Nipton, then west to Novak where they'll meet up with someone. I guess I could track them if I needed to, but the town of Prim needs me here to serve and protect. Oh my, I think I've been spotted.
I'm getting the faintest whiff of bullshit from what that guy was spouting.
Well, if you're allergic to it, don't sniff it.
Yep. Awfully quiet. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just kind of ran out of things to say.
And I'm playing Borderlands 3 myself. Well, watching the stream on my phone, of course.
Yeah. Let's see.
Gotta say, I definitely feel like we all needed something like this tonight.
Yes, we did.
Part of the reason why... Oh, I gotta get the chicken on. Part of the reason why I went silent is because I've gotta worry about getting dinner started, and I forgot I need to get dinner started, so I'll be right back.
Alright.
Actually.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell. Well, I guess you're gonna have to find us a new lawman. I suggest talking to those NCR troopers across the bridge. I also overheard the Potter gangsters talking about some ex-sheriff on lockdown there. Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
Recruit the robot, huh?
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had Strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Deputy Beagle would have been your best bet before he met that tragic end. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on him. And he was slinking around Bison's Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. Maybe you can track down whatever notes he was keeping and find something to help you there. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out. No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that.
I'm back.
And turn down the money, too.
Welcome back.
Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say.
Well, considering the name is JoJo and all the stuff that happens to that, I'd say there is some validity to that whole being bad luck thing.
Nope. Different fella. Bigger. Had himself a face on a screen. And he talked more like you or me. Don't go getting yourself shot.
Hey there.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Ah, shucks. System runtime error. Unable to initialize law enforcement protocols, partner.
And the chicken wings are in, so...
Looks like I'll have to come back after putting some points into my science to get this guy.
Happy trails, partner.
Still got to level up a little.
In case I was streaming, what is legal? Kind of this whole thing still.
Hmm?
Oh, I was looking at something. Hang on. It got blocked by a Discord notification.
You looking to buy
okay.
some supplies?
I don't know. I know I'm
Can
still
do.
not supposed to say this, but in case I were to stream, when is everyone available so we can chat there? I'm kind of new to this whole thing still. Good question. Long nose. Really comes to prepare with some hat, robot near the car, by the way, and then Fiji Min. Well, you can find the components you need to fix them up without the skill check. It'll be faster just to level up. So Vitachi, it depends on when we can get everybody together, because it's kind of like a hit or miss thing when it comes to streaming.
Yes, there is a hint to, well, not hint, but there is organization that comes into this.
Mm-hmm. A little bit, anyway.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, if I had the time and ability, because I really haven't tested the waters with how my computer can handle streaming, I would so rock it.
Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy now.
Hmm.
Things may have gotten a bit quiet, but I'm definitely still glad that we've been doing this, because I'm definitely feeling a lot better than I was before.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just nice to just watch.
Yep.
It's just sometimes just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you have to have a stream and you have to keep it interesting and talking, but sometimes people just like to watch the game and drink, and just listen to random conversation shit that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like hanging out with a couple of friends, which that's exactly what this stream is.
Mm-hmm. Well, my dream is to eventually get down to Florida. Is that a dust devil?
About
tell me that's an actual dust devil.
Topics, huh?
Yeah, I got distracted. You know what's funny is I talk about you getting easily distracted, like Call of Duty or but yeah, the whole thing. One of my dreams is that if this thing ever lifts and high, if this bullshit with the coronavirus ever lifts, my dream is to be down in Florida, and my boyfriend's playing his game, and then I just come up behind him, rest my chin on his head, on top of his head, and then wrap my arms around him. And then I give him a kiss on the forehead, and I go, "You get him, but you get him, my lion."
Hopefully using a book can give me what I need.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Van. Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeah!
Phones.
Happy trails, partner.
Awesome. That may be true, but I generally don't like using chems in my playthroughs.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Don't like using what?
Huh?
Don't like using what?
Chems. Go ahead. And yes, I can type pretty fast. So, a friend is messaging me about something. While I'm watching the stream, I'm playing on a site called Flight Rising, and it's like a dragon pet site thing, and I'm taking a couple of foster dragons to adopt out. So.
Hey there, need anything? Sure, here's what I got.
Traveling merchant.
What you buying?
What are you buying?
Sadly, no knuckles. I mean, I want to punch stuff, but my bare fists don't do that much damage.
Patrolling in Mojave almost makes you wicked.
Hey. Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or... Just need something for the logbook. Keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course. Help? Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. Mostly ends up sending reports back west that aren't filled with the best news. Sir. Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell, and if I let a caravan through, I won't make it. Help? Now look, I appreciate... you know what? Yes, I could use the help. You look like you can handle yourself. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay you with.
Getting close to about the farthest I've gone in this game. Just gotta finish this one and then, yeah, new territory from there.
Excellent, Les.
Nice.
Very excellent.
That is a good point. After turning this in, it might be a good stop point too. And the next stream we can start up with all the fresh stuff.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me. Besides, I gotta get dinner fixed up anyway, so.
It is getting late on
You'll
my
be past
end.
the first 7% of the game.
Hey, better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say getting caught up to my previous farthest is good for a one night stream.
Please excuse that. The horn outside of my window.
I think that's all of them.
Hello.
I'll be right back.
Very well.
Looks like I did miss a few. So that's where you were hiding. Why are you standing in a bucket?
Because this is my bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
It is my home and I'm living in it.
Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar.
Here on out. This bucket is mine and it is my home.
Accidentally get supplied. I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us.
And level 5 to boot.
Excellent.
I'd say that's was a pretty productive evening.
Indeed.
Indeed it was.
And yeah, this place is actually pretty darn beautiful at night. So I guess that's probably a pretty darn good point to call it a stream for now.
All right.
I hope you guys all had fun and are feeling better now after all this is said and done.
Yeah, I'd say I'm much better now.
So yeah, well, thank you all for coming and joining me, and thank everyone in the stream chat for watching. So until the next one, have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.